everyone. Welcome back to the second episode of What's the Point? Podcast by First Point Media, where we talk to interesting individuals making a difference in our community. Before we begin, we would like to thank you all for your overwhelming response in our first episode. So, today we have with us a woman of many talents. She is a powerhouse in the wellness world. Lisa, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, to kick things off, tell us about yourself, your professional journey.
Sure. So thank you very much for the warm welcome and introduction. My name's Lisa. I'm British. I've been living in for the past 13 years. And I've been in the healthcare sector for the past 17 years, including my studies. I started with the NHS. Back in London, I studied radiography. So I used to work in dark rooms, taking x-rays, MRI, CT scans. And I think that's when the industry stole my heart. Being able to care for people, people feel better is a journey that I thought, this is something I can see myself doing long term. And then my path brought me to Dubai, and I started exploring other avenues here. And something that resonated with my life. And I found that wellness is something that I'm very passionate about. And I started getting into more of the management side when it comes to clinics and wellness centers. So fast forward 14 years in Dubai, I'm the clinic manager for Nex Health, which is a US franchise we're bringing over and opening next month.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction. So in the field of wellness, everyone has their own definition of longevity. So in wellness, what does longevity mean to you?
So the word wellness is huge. You can use it in so many aspects of your life. When it comes to the industry under the medical care, you talk a lot about longevity. So when people hear the word longevity, they think about living longer. But if you have issues or if you don't feel better, then why would you want to live longer? So for me, longevity is about living the life you live at the utmost best. So getting to the root cause of issues, any struggles you have, any symptoms you have, preventing anything, and just living the most ultimate life and healthiest life you can live.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, how about functional medicine? Because functional medicine is gaining a lot of global traction. So how do you see it evolve in Dubai?
So functional medicine is like the new kid on the block. And you have many doctors, like you can imagine doctors study for 6, 7, 10 years. And then functional medicine comes along and tells you you're doing it all wrong. Or makes you question what you've studied all your life. So you actually have those doctors that have gone, hold on a second. Yes, this is correct what functional medicine is saying. And we're so used to doctors treating our symptoms, and then the symptoms disappear and we go off until the next time something comes. Whereas now you've got doctors that actually realize there's a lot more to health than just prescribing pharmaceuticals. And functional medicine is about getting to the root cause. People are tired all the time. Okay, we give them vitamin shots, but why are they vitamin deficient? It's getting to that baseline, and we're all unique, we're all different. So treating everyone like an individual and finding out what's your blueprint and then working up from there. And it takes so much more work, so more time consuming to get to the bottom of the human body and find out why someone has these symptoms. But there's some really amazing and passionate doctors out there.
Okay, this brings me to the next question. So what is Nex Health doing in terms of functional medicine? And can you tell us more about Nex Health's approach?
Sure. So Nex Health is shaking up the industry, let's say. So I think for years as well, the stigma around hospitals, clinics, going to a doctor is like, but I'm not sick. Whereas now, Nex Health, for example, and there are many more reputable brands in the industry or worldwide. Nex Health are huge in the US. They're now positioning themselves next to the coolest juice bars or the coolest gyms. And their branding is, it's all glass. You can see inside. You can see people happily sitting there doing their IV drips, consulting with the doctor. It looks very inviting inside the clinic. So it doesn't feel like a medical clinic. But what they're trying to do is show you that don't wait until you get sick. Actually come in, prevent it from happening. You feel like you've got a stressful week, or you've got 3 flights coming up next month for work, or you've got a huge conference. Come in, look after yourself, because you're going to need that extra fuel.
Right.
We don't run our cars till they're empty and expect them to still go. We fill them with fuel to give us the best back. And your body's exactly the same. So Nex Health is trying to make the industry, the wellness, the function medicine, approachable and inviting.
Amazing. And what role is SAS Healthcare playing in this?
So SAS is the holding company, our mother company, that is actually bringing the franchise to the UAE, which I'm grateful of. I was a client of Nex Health before it was even coming here, and I was working for it.
Oh, wow.
I used to spend a lot of time in the US. I was always going there. I'd go to the gym, then I'd go and do my IV vitamin, and then I'd go and hike up the Hollywood Hills, enjoying this whole lifestyle. And then I heard it was coming to Dubai. I saw a few advertising and actually got contacted for a job. So I couldn't be happier.
It was all aligned.
Meant to be,
It was meant to be, exactly.
Yes.
So why Dubai? What makes Dubai, UAE, the ideal location for Nex Health?
I think, we're definitely the right location. Dubai is extremely fast-paced. I think that the population here is very health conscious. We've got Sheikh Hamdan, who's very much into fitness. We've got the 30-30 challenge. So people actually care about feeling good, feeling better. And we live in a cosmopolitan city. People want to look good. They want to feel great.
True.
So I think Nex Health will do very well here. And I think it'll be welcomed by a lot of the public too.
Thank you so much. And can you tell us about some services that Nex Health offers?
Sure. So Nex Health is very popular for preventative care. So the first base is about making sure you feel good. And the only way to feel good is diving into your sleep, your stress, and your nutrition. So kind of looking at those baselines with our clinical dietitian, functional medicine doctors, going through all history and finding out what works with your body. And then starting to work on those points that might be not optimal and getting them to optimal. So then working on a client's or patients, we call them clients, energy and restoring their body levels. So how do we change the diet? How do we do an exercise that's suitable for your lifestyle? And then working on like supplementation and vitamins. So then you start getting the energy and feeling good. But when we feel good, we also want to look good. And let's say I neglected myself for 10 years and started this journey. I might be feeling better on the inside, but I probably wouldn't be so happy on the outside. So Nex Health, part of our pillars is also aesthetics too. So we do rejuvenating injectables, facials. Wow. So when you're feeling that inside, we can actually give you that outside look and feel and glow too, for male and female clients.
Sounds amazing. Okay, so Lisa, now that we've got the ball rolling, let's shift gears a bit. What we did this time is that we asked our viewers to send in some questions.
Okay.
And so let's just go ahead and ask you those.
Sure.
Okay. So stress management is a critical part of wellness. How can women in particular prioritize their mental and emotional health in today's fast-paced world?
Okay, this is a great question, actually. And it's one that's actually close to my heart. And just on the way here, I was scrolling on social media and there was a quote that said, women are expected to work like they don't have kids, but bring up their kids like they don't work. And this is just a huge example. Being a woman is challenging. Men too, there's a lot of pressure on men, so equality. But when it comes to women, we don't realize the toll that it has on our bodies, especially stress. So we have to, like we schedule our life, we schedule meetings, we know what time we have to go to work, you know what time the kids have to go to school, be picked up. You have to schedule your wellness too and prioritize it. So for me, I put it in my calendar. So I have a weekly schedule that is dedicated to my wellness or well-being, whether it's reading a book, taking a walk, going to do cryotherapy, doing a Pilates class. And sometimes I think, I don't want to go and do it. But after the 60 minutes of whatever I'm doing, I feel so much better. And I'm grateful for it when I go to bed that night because I sleep better and the next day is easier. So you have to make it part of your life. It should be it shouldn't feel like a chore, but it should be in your calendar.
That's a great answer. Next question. So there's someone out there who claims to live longer, outlive all of us, Brian Johnson.
Of course.
So what is your opinion on his approach? How sustainable is it?
His new Netflix documentary. So I think he's amazing. And what he's doing, he's showing the world that you can reverse aging. And I don't know if you've seen pictures of him before. You can look amazing, a lot better. But I think his ethos is dedicating his life to this, which not everyone, number one, can afford to do or has the time to do. So I think it's nice to watch. I know a lot of our clients that are into this industry love to see what he's doing. Then they come in and ask about it. But being the healthiest version of yourself is a lifestyle. And if anyone wants to go on that journey, they have to change their lifestyle because food is medicine. So it starts from your kitchen. Yeah. If someone's thinking like, okay, I don't want to live this life anymore. I want to change who I am. I want to feel better. I've got aches and pains. I don't want this. I want to go to see a functional medicine doctor. What I would say is start it at home. Start in your kitchen. Go through what you're doing at home. Check how many hours you're sleeping. Monitor your sleep with a Whoop band or a ring. Go to your kitchen, get rid of all processed food, restock up with colorful rainbow vegetables, organic, increase your protein, and start working on those things that you can change very quickly in your life while you explore the avenues like Brian Johnson is doing. Some things he's doing is extreme and quite rare, maybe not for everyone. But I think he gives a good insight. And I think if anyone's interested, then watch the Netflix documentary.
Next question. Everyone wants to look good these days and will go to great lengths to achieve it. So where do we draw the line between self-care and obsession? And does this trend boost the wellness industry?
Yes. So wellness, it can be an obsession. And I know people, have seen clients in my previous clinics. You get addicted to the feeling. So cryotherapy, for instance, is a 3-minute freezing your body, but the adrenaline boost you get afterwards is generally addictive. So people actually come, I want to do it every day. And that's fine. If you've got the time, if you've got the resources, then doing things that are limited to within your body, then fine. Do as much as you please. But it's also all about balance. Sometimes I'm tired, I fancy something sweet. I'm like, I know sugar is the worst thing for you, but it's about balance. So I'm not saying like, okay, completely restrict yourself. You can never have fun again. You have to sleep 12 hours and not spend an evening out. No, but let's say you do, then just make up for it in other ways. And make sure you're enjoying the journey too. If it starts to become more like a chore, then maybe give yourself a chance to live a little, find that balance and figure out somewhere in between.
Nice, amazing. So, Lisa, can you tell us one wellness myth that you would like to?
Yes, I guess medical and wellness myth. Like if you have symptoms, it's not normal. Let's say. So, as women, I'll use this as an example. Certain times of the month, we say, "Oh, I'm so bloated. Why am I so bloated?" It's not normal to have bloating. There can be thyroid issues, hormone problems, but we're not encouraged to go and check these things. So your body is giving you signals all the time. So you actually have to listen to your body. And the more we start listening, you'll realize that the quicker you start recovering or feeling better. And yes, you have to invest in your health. You have to go and do tests to find out why this is happening. But it's worth, would you rather suffer of a year of bloating than go and see a doctor, getting to the bottom, fixing your hormones, fixing thyroid, maybe fixing your gut, and then never having that issue? Like we live in Dubai, we want to go to the beach. You don't have to worry about going in swimwear because bloating will be gone. And that's just one example. Like also stress, tiredness, exhaustion, not having energy. These are all symptoms your body's telling you. So don't wait until you get sick to see a doctor. Actually listen and go.
Great. And before we wrap things up, what is that one piece of advice you would like to give us? And what's next for Nex Health? As you know, we're working together as well. So could you please shed more light on that?
Oh, so for me prevention is the cure. So you can actually prevent things from happening. I know we're used to following lifestyles or what our parents say, like I have knee problems. When you're older, you're going to have knee problems. No, you can actually prevent things that may be in your genetics, or maybe something you think you might be prone to. So preventative medicine is huge. So actually listen to yourself now. Try and build the most ultimate human you can be at a young age, while you still have energy, while you can still work out. Because when you're older and you go into your older ages with muscle, you grow into your age with stamina, you go in there with energy, you'll live a lot of a easier lifestyle at an older age. Yeah. So preventative for me is like the number one tip to listen to. Okay. And I guess another one would be that people say wellness is a myth. Like, oh, these wellness machines, it's a myth. IV vitamin drips are a myth. Right. It's not. Try it and then come back and see how you feel and what you think. Okay. For Nex Health, that is what we're trying to say. So it's all about education and getting the message out there, showing you how important it is. We love to go on weekends out or go out with our friends, splurge on a nice dinner somewhere. But why do we think twice when we want to spend on our health? So for Nex Health, we want to be accessible. We want to show people how important it is to look after your health when you're healthy as well as when you're sick, and also make it a place that is approachable as well. That, okay, I can afford to do this. I can afford to do something small for my health, and start off there, and then you can see how it goes.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you very much.
It was very, very insightful. All right, guys, that's all for today. See you next week. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.